Fury Patriot. Let's begin.
Hello, YouTube. Hello, social media. This is your Sunday broadcast, January 4, 2026. Happy New Year. So, you know when Dark Fury Patriot comes on, I have something to say. And I will give the opportunity for someone else to have their say. His name is Bernie Sanders from Vermont. So let's give the senator the opportunity to talk to you all and to me, and then I will talk to you and give you my say on the back end. But first, Bernie Sanders.
Thanks very much for joining me. Donald Trump has once again shown his contempt for the Constitution and the rule of law. Let's be clear. The President of the United States does not have the right to unilaterally take this country into war, even against a corrupt and brutal dictator like Maduro. The United States does not have the right, as Trump stated this morning, to run Venezuela. Congress must immediately pass a war powers resolution to end this illegal military operation and reassert its constitutional responsibilities. Trump's attack on Venezuela will not make the United States and the world safer. Quite the contrary. This brazen violation of international law gives a green light to any country on earth that may wish to attack another nation to seize their resources or change their governments. This is the horrific logic of force that Putin used to justify his brutal attack on Ukraine. Trump and his administration have made it clear that they want to revive the Monroe Doctrine, a belief that claims that the United States has the right to dominate the affairs of the hemisphere. They have spoken openly about controlling Venezuela's oil reserves, the largest in the world. Let's make no mistake about it. This is rank imperialism. It recalls the darkest chapters of U.S. interventions in Latin America, which have left a terrible legacy. It will and should be condemned by the democratic world. Trump campaigned for president on an America First platform. He claimed to be the peace candidate. Well, at a time when 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, when our healthcare system is collapsing, when people throughout this country cannot afford housing, and when artificial intelligence threatens millions of jobs, it is time for the president to focus on the crises facing this country and end the military adventurism abroad. Trump is failing in his job to run the United States of America. He should not be trying to run Venezuela. Thank you very much.
My turn. The Monroe Doctrine is being misused by Bernie Sanders. Every time there is pressure on Venezuela, critics shout, Monroe Doctrine. But almost nobody remembers what Monroe actually said. This isn't history. It's political theater. President James Monroe Doctrine said, no more European colonization in the Americas. The U.S. would stay out of European wars. Europe must stay out of the Western Hemisphere. That's it. That's it. There was no claim of domination. There was no claim of ownership. There was no permission to overthrow governments. It was a defensive policy, not an empire plan. In 1904, Theodore Roosevelt added something new. The Roosevelt Corollary said U.S. could intervene in unstable Latin American countries to maintain order. This is where U.S. interventionism really started. Bernie Sanders does not separate these two ideas. He blames Monroe for Roosevelt. That is historical sleight of hand. Venezuela should be one of the richest countries in the world. Elections are disputed. The economy collapsed. Millions have fled. The regime survives through force, not consent. Bernie Sanders says U.S. pressure on Venezuela equals Western domination. The framing depends on erasing history. Monroe, Europe stays out. Roosevelt, U.S. intervenes. Cold War power, politics everywhere. You cannot blame 1823 doctrine for 20th century abuses. The Monroe Doctrine did not say America owns the hemisphere. It said Europe doesn't. If Bernie wants to argue modern intervention, fine. But stop lying about history. About the Venezuelan people, they're ecstatic, they're happy, they're euphoric that this monster dictator has been removed, courtesy of the red, white, and blue. He kept pounding on his chest. Come get me, you coward. Come get me, you coward. Well, we came and got you. Extracted out of the country, along with his wife as well. Courtesy of Delta Force. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.